Hello everyone, welcome to my innovative episode of USB Ducky presentation for my CNS Access Lab. Basically, this device is meant to look like and act like a USB thumb drive, but it has a hidden keyboard inside, which run the keystrokes. Let's start the journey and understand what a USB thumb drive is capable of. I am Aminur Rahman, hosting next 10 minutes for my amazing production of cyber attack using Ducky. A USB Ducky has been around since 2010 and it has recently made an appearance on USA Network hit TV show named Mr. Robot. There are different kind of Ducky available and some of them look like pen drive, something like thumb drive, USB with a circuit, and something like Raspberry Pi with a cable. In my presentation, I will present the device PicoPi, which is a rubber ducky, and make three different wonderful cyber attacks to user and user computer network, including social media. To make this Access Lab more interesting and easy visual understanding, I portray those attacks with short name and a logo. And those are reverse shell attack, which I called DP attack. As because the idea is taken from recent dirty pipe attack, as the logo is the skeleton of a human face. Next attack is called root shell attack, in short RS attack, and the logo is like a big crab. Lastly, the social engineering attack, in short I named it AC attack, and agent picture is the logo for the spell. I'm going to present each confrontation in details subsequently. My first attack is DP attack, which logo is a skeleton of a human face. In this incident, we are going to attack a user computer with our pre-configured USB device and get full control of the attacker computer. The user is using a Ubuntu Linux machine through a non-root user. As soon as I plug my device to that machine, the Ducky script run immediately and provide my Kali Linux a new root shell of that user Ubuntu machine. Now you can imagine what anyone can do a root shell of that specific Ubuntu machine. Note that the technique is called reverse shell. Let's demonstrate the attack on next slide with a screen capture video. Here in this slide, I'm going to play a complete video where the attack will demonstrate. On the slide, you can see on the left hand side, the window belongs to a user Ubuntu machine, and on the right hand side, the attacker's Kali Linux machine. And inside the Kali Linux machine, you can see the program netcat is already running in a listening mode with a particular port 8080. As soon as we connect my Ducky to that user Ubuntu machine, it will automatically come up with the terminal, and inside the terminal I'm using the wget to download a program named Traitor386.1 from MX is Ahmed GitHub webpage. After successfully download that program, we are going to make that program executable and then execute the program. Let's see on the video how it happens. See that downloading file and then make it executable and run the program. As soon as it run the program, and it's all less than a 20 second it's been there, and on the right hand side you can see my shell is already root at Ubuntu. That means I already get that root user of that user Ubuntu machines, and that proves that IP address 192.168.0.103. And when I'm going to check the pwd and who am I command, then it show us that it is a root and the directory is /root. And we can now you can imagine if you have that root access of any Linux machine, what else you can do. And that's my first attack named DP attack. My second attack is named root shell attack. In this attack, we are going to escalate user privilege from a non-root user to a root user. As you all know, root user is user with full access. So if you can have a one Linux machine with full access within less than 20 seconds, you can imagine how vulnerable it is. In this slide, the picture shows a Linux machine with a key gain a root access. Let's display this task step by step. First of all, we can see the Linux machine is with a non-root user and the username is Aminur. As soon as we connect the circuit Pi, it creates a directory to download a file from Alex is Ahmed GitHub page. When it successfully downloads the file, Ducky script is going to compile and execute the exploit 1. For this, the several tasks will complete. Let's see the video to understand more. Here, make the directory named attack, then download the file. As soon as we download the file, then we are going to run the program, and as soon as we run the program, it's popping shell, and when we run the bin/bash -i, it becomes root at Ubuntu without giving any root user. Third and last attack, known as AC attack. AC attack stands for social engineering. There are 5 different types of social engineering attack, and among them we are going to demonstrate spear phishing attack in this task. However, in this task we are going to capture email credential from a random user using social engineering techniques. Let's demonstrate the task. Let's see how the attack happened. As soon as Kali Linux machine get Robot Ducky connected, it will immediately get root shell, and as soon as he get the root shell, he start the program named AC Toolkit. With that AC Toolkit, the sequence of number, he select credential harvesting method to get a clone Google web page and ready for receive the credential. Now I will make a user to understand that his email address is compromised and share my link to change his email address. So as soon as he input this my link, which is a Kali Linux machine IP address, he'll immediately get that Google login web page to change his username and password. As soon as he input his username and password to that page, it will not giving him back anything, but by that time I will get his credential in my Kali Linux machine as I'm listening on that particular IP address. See the sign in, he's not getting anything, but in Kali Linux I already get his email address and password. Presentation. Hope you enjoy the presentation.